And welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games. Have you guys ever wanted to have a stamp collection? Well, now's your chance with Stamp Swap, designed by Paul Solomon, art by Connor Gillette, and produced by Stonemaier Games. So this is a 1 to 5 player game. Takes 20 to 60 minutes. Ages 14 plus. So what you try to do here is you collect stamps, you swap stamps, and then you show off stamps. And then you have a final showcase where you gain points. Whoever at the end of the showcase has the most points wins. So let me take you around and show you what you get in the box. All right, we'll start with the cards. You get these cards are what you're going to be drawing. I'm going to show you what we do with a solo game. So in this, you're going to draw these for the bot, and then these will be ours. I'll go into more detail. These are called decision cards. We use the top, and we also use this for scoring. Then we have some player aid cards. This is an appraisal card that I'll show you how to use. These are just some player aids on how to score and different steps of the game. Then we have specialist and exhibitor cards. And these get used in the game, and we'll show you that later. Then we have phase scoring. And we have, these are event cards, and they go along here. So there's different things that you can score points in for color sets, a theme, large squares, canceled stamps, empty regions. Let's see, that is all the cards. And then let me take you around the board here. So you have your track that keeps your points, and then you have your tokens that you put here. I'll be green, the bot will be orange. And then you have extra token for when you get to the 50, the 100, the 150. Then you have these tickets. They're really cool because they look just like tickets. And they go on whenever you're going to score for one of these. You pick one of those so no one else can claim it. And then here we have the track. So you start on a Friday, you end on a Sunday. You start collecting, swap, you show, then you go to the next day, same thing, the next day, and then you have the final show. All right, and then you get a player mat. And the player mat, this is where you're going to put your stamps here and organize them. You put your specialist cards, your exhibitor cards. This is your reserve, you get to reserve during your turn. And then this is your daily collection goes here. And then you have the Pinzetta Atoma mat. And this is their mat. So they will put these pieces in this. Anything with a 2 or 3 value will go in these. And then these kind of pieces will go here. Forever stamps will go in here. The rare stamps, which have this gold, will go in here, and any of the cards will go in there. And then they get to collect, they're going to be collecting rectangles. Now let me show you the rule books. You get 2 rule books. This is the main rule book, and it is 12 pages with the back cover, and has really good setup instructions, overview of all the phases, there's 3 phases: the collect, the show, or I mean the collect, the swap, and the show phase. And then you have the Pinzetta solo module, and that is 8 pages, and shows you how to score on the back here. And then show you what these are the big pieces. So this has a canceled stamp on it. Have to excuse my dog, just going crazy here. Here's another one. Let me see if I can find a forever, or not a forever, but a rare. Here's a rare. So see how it has the gold on it. And then it has a value of 12. Here's the littler stamps. You got that one. Then this is considered, these are 2 stamps, but it's considered as 1. So this would consider, all right, so that's a canceled stamp. That could be considered purple. That would be considered brown. And then a 1 value also for flowers. So the different themes that you can collect are vehicles, flowers, animals, space. I think that's it. Oh, monuments. And then let me show you and then I'm using my friend's Meeple thing. I'll drop the link in the description for his Etsy store if you want to get these. They're 3 for $20. This is a forever stamp. And these are what you call appraisal tokens. So I'll show you that. All right, so let's get started. First thing we're going to do is the collect phase. So let me shuffle these cards and shuffle these. And we're going to draw this, and we're going to look at the top. So we're going to draw a little stamp, and it's going to go face up. And then we're going to draw a big stamp face down, and then a long rectangular one face up. That's going to be face down, and that's going to be face up. And it's going to go in a large pile and a small pile on the mat here. Here's the large, and small is this green area over here. Okay, so need to draw a small face up. So we get that. Put it there. Big one face down. Rectangular one face up. And then another rectangular face down and a rectangular one face up. Okay, so that's their pile. So then I discard this one and I draw one for us. Now we have to play the bottom here. So we're going to draw a face up and we're going to put it right below theirs. Okay, so we're going to do one of these face up, 2 of them face down, a tall one face up, space, and a little one face down and a little one face up. Monument. Okay, and then we have to play the bottom text here. Add 2 forever stamps from the supply to your daily collection. When cutting, none of your piles can have 2 plus more of the forever stamps than the other. Okay? So take 2 forever stamps. And I'll just put one in. Okay, and then okay, now we move to the swap phase. So move the token over. Now we're in the swap phase. And I get to reserve one item from my collection. So, so you kind of want to look at what, like my exhibitor is vehicle stamped. So any vehicles I'm going to get 1 extra point for. At the end of the game, and any empty region I leave, which is 1 space, will give me 3 points. And then I can do color sets, theme, large squares, canceled. So, and then they're collecting rectangles. So if I can take rectangles away from them, that's a good thing. So I'm gonna take this one because it does canceled stamps, it does colored set, it does theme, and it takes a rectangle away from them. So I'll reserve that one. Okay, so now I need to do what's called the appraisal of my tokens. And when we do the appraisal, if we have a card, it gets 1 token. Any forever stamps gets 1. The rare stamps get 4. And then if it's has a 2 or 3 value, it's 1. If it's the size that's on their mat, then it gets 2. So there's a possibility that you could get this one and this size. So there would be 3 on 1 card or 1 stamp. Okay, so there's a 3 and it's a rectangle. So that's going to be 3 tokens right there, right off the bat. And then there's a forever stamp, so that's 1. There is the size for this 2, so that's 2 for these 2, and then 2 for these 2. A forever stamp gets 1, and these other 2 don't get anything. Oh wait, there's a 3, so 3 gets 1. That one. Okay, so now what I do is I split my collection into 2 piles, with one having 1 more than the other. So I have to make it like 4 and 3 or 3 and 2. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to make it 4 and 3. I'm gonna do move this one over. Okay, so there's 4 and 3. And then I'm going to draw a decision card and then remove any of the crossed out tokens. So let me shuffle these. And if it has the decision, the token, so I get to remove 1 token from anywhere. Now this over here counts as a token. So I'm going to remove, I'll just remove that one. So then Pinzetta will choose the pile with the most tokens, and I get what's left over. So this has 3, 4, 5, 6 to 4. So they're going to choose this pile. So it goes off to the side. I just set it off to the side until we put it on the mat later. Then the tokens go away. And then these go in my collection here. do the same thing for hers. So there's a 2. No, that's a -2, so that doesn't count. That's not a rectangle. That's a rectangle, and it has a 2 value, so that's 3 tokens. This is 2 tokens, and this is 3 tokens, because it's a, can't see it over here too well, can't see it at all. So it's a, that's a 3, and it's a rectangle, so that's 3. Okay. And then, so there's 4 tokens on this side and 5 on that side. Okay, so if there were 3, say 3 more tokens on one side than the other, 3 plus more, then you would take the one with the most and switch it with the one on the least on the other side to make it more even. So I get to choose a pile of hers, and then I'm going to choose this one, and then she gets the other one. Okay, and then we move to the show phase. Place hers on her map. So I have to place her tokens on her map. Okay, so she's got 1 here. She's got a 3 here. A 2 here. Big square here. Forever stamp. And a little square here. That's a -2, so it's not that value. Okay, then we draw a card from the scoring deck. Okay, it is orange, and we look at the contest card, and it's number 1, and we're playing level 1. So she's gonna get, because it's Friday, so it's times 1, she's gonna get 9 points. So she starts off with 9. Okay, then I'm gonna put my cards on the mat. Purple. I have an automobile. Okay. So we're gonna collect. All right, so she's gonna get a Okay, so she's gonna get a large face up. She's gonna get a card. A large face down. And then 2 face up here. Okay, and then I go. We're gonna get a face up, a face down, a face up, face down, face up, and a card. Okay, discard one item from your daily collection and reserve one less this turn and score 5. Okay, so I don't get to reserve one. Oh, this reserve goes in my pile. I'll discard this one. So that goes back. Okay. So now we do the appraisal. Card gets 1. The rectangle gets 2. And 2. And 2 for that one. And this one doesn't get anything. Okay. So then I divide my pile. Okay, now I divide my piles. So, oh, this is, divide my piles. Let's see. I'll just do that. So I made a pile here and a pile there. They're gonna take the one with the most tokens. So there's 2, 4, 5 tokens. So they're gonna take this pile here. Okay, I get that. And these 2. And whenever your pile with fewer items is chosen by an opponent during the swap phase, you may draw and reserve one stamp face up. Okay, so now we do the appraisal for their pile. So they have a 3, so that's worth 1. Card's worth 1. Both of these are worth 2, because they're both rectangles. Okay, and then does one have 3 more than the other? If there's 3 and 4, no. So they're going to take the one with the most tokens. Or no, I'm sorry. I get to pick which one. Well, I forgot on the last one, I forgot to draw a decision card to take off one of the tokens. Okay, so let's see, which one do I want? I'll take this pile. So I get that, and this card here. I get these 2. Okay, so that was the swap phase. Now we go to the show phase. And so we have one, Okay. Let me draw a scoring card. So it's size, card number 24, and it's 10 points times 3, or I'm sorry, it's 8 points because we're level 1. 8 points times 3 is 24. So she gets 24 points. So she's at 49. And then place our stamps. And then we get a point for blue stamp. So we have 1. That's purple. That's 1, 2 points there. Vehicle. Nope. So we already counted that 1. I'm going to do canceled stamps. 2 per stamp. So 2, 4, 6, or 4, because that's 1 stamp. 6, 8, 10. So 10 points. 28. Okay. And that is it. All right, so now we do what's called the final show. And for Pinzetta, since we're on level 1, they lose 20 points, so they go down to 29. And so for the forever stamps, you have to, if you're playing with just 2 people, you have to have an imaginary person gets 3 forever stamps. And then whoever has more than that, it goes first place gets 10 points, second place gets 6 points, third place gets 3 points. So the imaginary person has 3, Pinzetta has 1, and I have 2. So I would get 6 points and she would get 3. So 1, 2, 3, and I'm at 34. Stamp values. So she gets only the values from the rare stamps. So she gets 8. So that's a 32. That's a 40. And then no points for specialist cards and no points for the finale. And then I got my forever stamps. I get my stamp values. So 1, 2, 5, 8, 11, 13, 15, 25, 26, 29, 32, 33 points. So that's 66. So there's 50 and 66. And then specialist cards, I get 2 points each, so 2 points for that. 2. And score per card. So empty regions 3, so I only had 1. So that's 3 points. Okay, so looks like I won 71 to 40. Well, there you go. That's how you play Stamp Swap. So again, if you ever wanted a stamp collection, this is your chance. So hope you enjoyed that. overview and playthrough. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.